Okay, I'm going to start with you. First of all, you have to pay attention to a very important point. The way the small businesses use is completely different from the way that large businesses use. I mean, in SEO, you shouldn't imitate big businesses do. The strategy is completely different, and many things you see on YouTube and read in articles, they don't pay attention to the business scale and say series of general things that just work for their businesses. So don't follow their strategy. And now the question is, what's the strategy you have to implement? Look, you have to compete in the keywords of your competitor's site. Find sites are similar to you with tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush. You can go and find keywords that they get the most traffic. If you have a smaller business, you should choose the more keywords that are less competitive and not profitable for large businesses, because they don't have much traffic from them, and in this way the keywords can come up and get a high rank on Google. But how we can do it? The answer is SEO for more complex phrases. For example, suppose you have a small business. As a beginner, instead of SEO the article on the phrase, for example, 403 error, write the article on the word 403 forbidden error troubleshooting in WordPress. In this case, you have a chance to come up and get a high rank on Google. Be careful, when the business scale is still a small or medium, don't produce articles about the entire industry field. For example, if you sell refrigerators, just write about comparing the types of refrigerators you sell, about solving the problems of that refrigerator model, and things like that. And don't make articles for keyword, for example, a home appliance, or things that all your industry and powerful competitors do for it. Don't produce and start one of the most demanding topics in the whole field of your business. You'll not have a chance to rise at all. Just produce content and SEO in very small niche. Then, for example, you created 20 to 30 to 40 articles with a long tail keywords like this. We assume that you observe all SEO indicators of that site. The speed of your site is good, the content is the most complete possible, it has the necessary video, the necessary SEO photos, and everything is okay. What is the next step? That is, you should promote this article, create non-organic traffic for it, and create credibility and authority for your site. Now we have two ways to get credit: premium method or free method. Let's start with free method. First of all, if you come to Facebook, Reddit, or Quora groups to advertise directly, the group's administrators and admins will be banned you. Your access to the group will be restricted. This method is 100% wrong. You will only recognize as a spammer in that social media and get a negative score. So this is not the path. You should come and work honestly on those groups. But in the bio of your Facebook profile or Reddit profile, you should completely SEO the character page and create a dedicated group. And when somebody is interested in you and view your profile, like your post, comment under your post, send a request friend for him, and after he accepts it, invite them to your group or your page to be a member of your Facebook or Reddit group. I know it's not fast and it takes time, but it really works. And those who are interested in having more contact with you and learn more from you will get in touch with you and watch your videos, view your articles, and make your SEO rank better. Over the time, those people will ask you questions, and you will answer these questions in the form of an article and put them on your site and your social medias and send it to your email list that in that categories. You can even give your account to an admin to work in groups and your own group and make your time free for doing most priority jobs and grows your business. After some days that you help your group member, you can want from your group members to ask their question and give them a webinar. In addition to create direct sales in that webinar, publish that webinar, which includes their answers to the questions on YouTube and elsewhere. You can also change that webinar to an article and schedule it in so many social medias, and that's a good way to create content. That being the first step. The right way to advertise in social media groups is time consuming. You may get just 1,000 members in a year, but that will be good for you at the start. Let's move on to the second step. The second step is to network with non-competing business, but with the same customers, and work together. I mean, if you sell vacuum cleaners, whose customers are women, you can even link with vacuum cleaner repair companies, or custom stick companies, or refrigerator sellers companies, and work together. But how do I find them? How can I find that businesses that can work with me? You can do a Google search for the keywords of those businesses, especially long keywords, and see who comes up and try to connect with them. You can find them in Facebook groups and Reddit. I would also like to say one of the most important things in your negotiations is that be sure to make your offer a real opportunity for them and not just a request. Tell them, let's do something like this together. These benefits are created for our couple, and you should know it. With every 100 people you contact, only 4 or 5 people will be satisfied to cooperate. So you shouldn't get tired quickly. And after that, you can post articles in each other's site, place group discount coupons, and generally create and credit each other in site and social media in a way that doesn't seem directly. For example, write an article and tell people the top 5 companies selling vacuum cleaners, or tell how to repair this particular vacuum cleaner, and finally say that a company offers a vacuum cleaner with this competitive advantage, and you should go to this site for buying a good vacuum cleaner. Or for example, prepare a live together on Instagram and stream in YouTube, and always have popular programs together and link each other in articles and introduce each other. As you go up, you will be famous. But the premium method. You can ask the top site in your field to post article related to you and put your link in it. Or search for keywords and see who comes first. Then contact with them and pay for article for a fee. And link your site to the article. You can introduce yourself to bloggers on YouTube and Instagram and other places. Have an Instagram live with them and thus increase your credibility, which will be valuable in the view of Google. In general, there is no quick and immediate way to succeed in SEO and business in general. In fact, in the same period, you may start getting an interview 3 months later. But your results in the first few months are not impressive. After 6 months of trying without results, if you are constantly improving, you will see the initial results. Then after a year, your income will start. And then slowly you will see the result of your job are doubled every month. And after 2 years, you have just reached the place that you should have reached. So don't give up your dreams. Online businesses, like offline businesses, need credibility and authority, and you can make it in a night. But there is a shorter way, and that is to spend good money on the business. I myself prefer the organic method because everything is real to you, and it's not connected to direct money that if cut off, you will get rid of your business quickly. Before watching the next video, subscribe to the channel and like the video if it's useful for you. I record good videos and practical videos for marketing and business development. See you in next video. Bye bye.